So we're going to talk about it. We kind of have to talk about it. And that is the awesome meal that Marvel has given us in the trailer for Endgame. Like, geez Louise. Like, if you would have told me that Marvel, or even, well, yeah, I couldn't say Disney, because Disney makes films that are like, I don't know, etched into time, like everybody remembers them. But that Disney was going to buy Marvel, and then they were going to make a series of blockbuster films, I'm a loss of words. Like, that trailer is like so epic. And usually, like, I mean, like, dang, man, I don't know what else to say. Like, I usually, like, it's hard for me. I don't like just blowing the load on this freaking, or on the movie. Like, oh, it's gonna be like so amazing, right? And so it's so exciting, and like we blow our minds, and like we get all excited over a trailer. But I think it's safe to say that Marvel's gonna deliver. It's like 13 freaking years of like Marvel movies that tie in together, that builds this amazing universe. I'm in all the way, man. Like, everything about the trailer got me in the feels. Like, I remember watching the first Avenger. I remember watching Iron Man. The only person that they didn't do a flashback on, of course, is the Incredible Hulk. But that's because it was played by a different actor, I'm assuming. But I still think they should have put that in there, because that still would have been amazing to me. And, I mean, geez Louise, man. I'm so excited to see where they go from here. The trailer itself... What's so funny about the trailer, as amazing as it is, a good, I want to say, 60% of this trailer is probably not true. Like, the Russos are really good at crafting trailers that have scenes that either are not in the movie, are just confusing and have different people in it. Like, the end of the trailer when you get the walkout with them in their new suits and everything like that, the white, gray, and red suits, I personally believe, like, I don't think that's Tony and Nebula. I can't say her name, Nebula. I think that's somebody else. It has to be. I feel like they're superimposed, because there's two people, and the suits are spot on, right? They're spot on from the toys that got leaked out. So that leads me to believe then the two people that are missing are Valkyrie and Bruce Banner. Like, they gotta be there. So I feel like maybe those two, they're superimposed, and then when we actually see the movie, those two characters will be Valkyrie and Bruce Banner. I'm not sure, because when you think about it, why would Tony be in that suit? He's Iron Man. Like, he can make his own type of suit. But whatever. I'm excited to see how Captain Marvel plays in this. I'm excited to see how the Fury kids interact with each other, because Captain Marvel got like the bright-eyed, hopeful Fury, and Captain America got like this bitter old man who's like, everybody's turned on him, you know? So I'm excited to see where that goes, like how they interact. Like, if Captain America brings up Nick Fury and like in the sense of how he remembers them, and if Captain Marvel's like, I don't that's not the Nick Fury I know. Like, why is he that way? Or if that's going to add any kind of, like, I don't know, headbutting. I'm super excited to see how the Fury children, as I call them, act. There's a lot of theories floating around. Time travel. I do think time travel's going to be a part of this, but I also believe it's not going to happen in the way most people think it's going to happen. I do agree that, you know, we've got the set photos of them in the back during the first Avengers incident, but I think that more or less has to do with Tony's barf technology, maybe crafting a danger room scenario where Tony has them training for the big fight, and so in their training they go back to their biggest fights, you know, the past Ultron, the first incident, and they're training because the fight they're gonna have to do is gonna be 10 times harder than what they faced in the past. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's the kind of, as far as that, I feel like that's how Barf's gonna play a role, and that's how that time travel is gonna happen. And then, of course, I think Captain Marvel's gonna play a role in charging up their little the the micro realm, going in there and going through those little time streams, those time slips. So that's what I think, man. Like, that's how I think that's gonna work. I'm super excited to see how this goes, how this is gonna happen. I wonder if we're gonna get, like, because this is the end of a phase, right? End of an era. So I wonder, or an era. So I wonder if we're gonna get, like, no after credit scene. If this is truly gonna end and just end, and then we're gonna move into phase 4 with maybe Guardians, right? And guys, I'm just like, I hate theorizing because I don't want to theorize and I don't want to have anything right. I just want to see this movie now. 12 years of build-up, guys. It's amazing. We've been there for Thor and his crappy haircut. Captain America, when he was huge. You guys remember how huge Chris Evans was in the first Captain America? Like, he's lost a considerable muscle, but he's still huge. But I mean, like, that first Captain America, that dude was like John Cena big. Freaking Robert Downey Jr., man. Like, who knew that movie was gonna crack off and send us into this and build this world, man. I'm really excited to see if like Terrence Howard will come back and reprise some sort of role. Like, if we find out that new Rhodey, Don Cheadle, is actually a Skrull somehow, and to everybody else it's looked like Tom Howard or Tom Howard, Terrence Howard, but, like, you know, to us he looks weird, and so I wonder if, like, Terrence Howard's gonna be like, hey, this guy's not really me. That's just me hoping to get him in, but what a weird theory, guys. I don't know, man. I'm so excited for this. I just think it's amazing. As a fan of Marvel, of film, I mean, they've literally crafted, like, superhero films are literally the new Westerns, right? So they've literally made these blockbuster films. They've put people on the map. I mean, before this, Chris Evans was just the guy from Not Another Teen Movie. Scarlett Jo, I mean, like, she might be the one of the people with, like, the most on her name at the time. I mean, like, she did that movie with Joaquin Phoenix where she was the voice of the phone. She did Lost in Translation with Bill Murray. But even still, I think this put her up there a lot more. Robert Downey Jr., down in his luck. Nobody was willing to take a chance on him. I mean, like, he took $1 million to do Iron Man, and now he's like, he's a name. You know what I mean? Like, it put people on the map. It launched careers. Again, Chris Hemsworth, man. I mean, him on the map. He's Australian royalty, but as far as in acting, but, like, here he really wasn't known, and then boom, Thor. To think that could have been his brother. 12 years later, we've got a lot. I'm super excited for it. I mean, like, geez, I just don't know what else to say, man. Like, it's impossible to not watch this trailer and it gets you in the feels, man. That's right here. And then realize how much time has passed. How much time these actors have given. I'm just excited, guys. So I've got to do a freaking, of course, I've got to do a freaking marathon of these movies. Because I'm just a fan. I think I've got a master list planned out. I want to see... I'll put my master list up and see what you guys think of it, if you like it, if you think it's the right order to be watching these films. And, well, let me see what your master list is, guys. So, as usual, guys, thanks for stopping by. Stay freaking excellent. And I'll catch you guys later.